Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. We're going to check out a couple of more aggressive growth stocks now with Bill Wilton, aggressive growth stock strategist here at Zacks.com. Here's a recognizable name that you haven't heard in a long time, Krispy Kreme Donuts, KKD, the ticker symbol. I didn't know that they were even still in business.
Yeah, they're actually making an incredible turnaround right now. The way that they've franchised a lot of their stores, they're really coming back from the dead, as I'll get to their stock price in a little bit.
Okay.
They still have got over 600 stores, including across about 20 countries. They're also in supermarkets, things like that. They just reported a surprise profit. They gained a penny last quarter versus the 2 cents that they were expected to lose. They've even raised their revenue outlook. They're now expecting to pull in between 13 and 17 million, both ends of that range going up about 2 million. On the heels of that surprise, estimates obviously went up. Analysts were getting more and more bullish. They're now expecting earnings to more than double this year. So they're looking at 133% growth rate, followed up by another 71% next year. So they're really a revitalized company.
Do they know why people all of a sudden like donuts again? Was that what happened?
I think they put something in that frosting. People just can't let them go. But even with these fantastic growth projections, shares are still trading at a pretty good value. The PE is very high, but that's we're finding value in the growth because it's right near that sticky spot when you go from break even to a profit. The PEs are often inflated, but that PEG ratio coming in under 1 is showing a great value, so you're not overpaying for this growth story. The other thing I really like about them, they've just come out of the depths here. They pushed past that $5 mark, which is something to look at with a lot of these smaller aggressive growth companies. Once you get past $5 per share, you get a lot more attention from institutional investors and other types of funds that have provisions where they can't buy or own any stocks under $5. And you can see this. I've got a couple arrows pointing to the volume we saw before that $5 mark and now the volume after. We're seeing a big pickup, a lot more attention for this top-rated company in its sector.
Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
G-III Apparel Group, what is it? Ticker symbol GIII, I guess?
Correct. Yeah, that's 3 I's.
Instead of G Roman numeral 3.
Yeah.
It's an apparel company anyway.
Yeah, it's not necessarily a household name. Most people probably have never even heard of the company, but they have heard of Tommy Hilfiger, Levi's, Dockers, Calvin Klein, some of the brands that they do own. Like Krispy Kreme, they're also seeing some very strong rising estimates. We're now looking at 55% expected growth this year, another 15% next year. They're coming off their 6th straight surprise, and it was a pretty good one. They reported a 15-cent profit, while analysts were expecting a 2-cent loss for the quarter. So, they didn't just beat by a little bit. They actually crushed the last quarter. They're showing fantastic valuations. The PE is less than 11 times using the forward estimates. And the growth rates are also a very good discount. We've got a PEG of about 0.6. So you're definitely not overpaying for anything there. The other thing I like about them, they have an excellent long-term earnings trend. Here you can see each of these multicolored lines represents the full year's Zacks consensus estimate. Essentially what you're looking for is consistent incremental growth year over year, and then those estimates climbing throughout the year. That's exactly what we're seeing here. So not only is the year over year growth there, but analysts just keep getting more and more bullish as the year goes on.
All right. Do you own either of these two?
I do not.
All right. You may want to buy some donuts after this show is over with. If you want to check out more Zacks Rank Buy stock pick ideas, go to our homepage, Zacks.com, if you're not there already, and take a look in that upper right-hand corner because that's where we put 4 new stock pick ideas for you daily, 1 in each of the investing categories that we write about on Zacks.com. With Bill Wilton, I'm Terry Ruffolo.